Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Rebels will put total leather to crank us up. On the move from inside his 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Back, it's Mendoza. Skips away from pressure. Fires on the move. Complete to the right. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Buying some time as he moves left. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. On the move, he fires. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. He smashes his way through again.
Well, we knew coming into this one, this was an offense that wanted to come out, sling it around, but the timing is going to have to be a whole lot better. This defense has athletes who can close on the ball and make plays, and you saw it right there on that interception to open this game.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Rides the back on the option to give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. The run from the shotgun. Can't get him to the ground. Across the 25, he's got room. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 22 after the huge pickup. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to run it. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you 1st downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
Really nice job by the quarterback getting through his progression. He wanted to throw that football down the field, but nobody was open. He never forgot about his running back, running the swing route, spitting it out to the perimeter, and letting him do the rest for a touchdown.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Catch in the middle. It's Becker. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Quarterback showing you some resiliency here on this drive. He threw a pick on the opening drive of the game, but he was able to turn the page right away. You can't let that bad play affect you, and they're letting him throw it. They're being aggressive, and he's proving that he can still make good decisions here. He can find the open target and deliver strikes.
Wants to throw on first down. Trying to find his man in the middle. Wide open downfield. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Takes a hit as he fires. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Looking to fire. Now adjusting. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab. It's lead. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hand.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Offense facing 4th down.
We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. And the Rebels will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the returner will be brought down. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw it.
And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
I think you got to give the coaching staff a lot of credit, too. Even though this guy has thrown 2 interceptions, they're still calling plays and being aggressive in the passing game, letting him take shots.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Hoosiers! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. The play action fake. Got him downfield. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Now improvising. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Lacy. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. Looking to the big tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Quarterback adapting. Sails one into the middle. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. He'll take another shot here. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Stands in and takes the hit. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Blasted as he lets it go. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Diggs. Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a 1-possession lead. There was just a little bit of time left in the first half.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets a block. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. He's got it inside the 15. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Rebels!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to pass. It's Mendoza. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you can tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
On the run, still looking. They get to him as he throws. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous bounce.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
They're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
And
winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Rebels come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they get the third down stop. What a play by this defense.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys. They usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the field.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Extending the play. Just trying to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Caught behind the line. It's Diggs. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
They'll try to get the first through the air. And the missed connection on third down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
Nice execution by the offense on third down, understanding what they had to do to get the first down, pass complete, move the sticks, new set of downs.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. That's caught. It's Lacy. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds.
All right, defense, you know coming into this game you're playing a fast quarterback. You know it's not going to be easy getting him on the ground. You got to start thinking about how you're pass rushing. You know, rushing right up the middle and allowing him to get outside, it's going to be a tough task.
The Rebels come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Grab near the marker. It's Wallace. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be first and goal. And the Rebels are marching down the field. A first down run in the red zone. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
The defense there has their backs against the wall. That's a great job of really just gearing down, getting some push up front, not giving away anything, and making that play and that tackle.
Pressure coming. Fires into the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Rebels! Quick strike through the air for the score.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
It's a fake, and the holder's going to try to throw for it. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Using his legs, it's Temby. He has the first and still on his feet. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off play action on 1st down. Looking deep down the right side. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Indiana! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Really nice job by the offense there, setting up the play-action pass. They ran the ball the last play, so the defense saw run action this time. A lot of guys bit downhill. The quarterback had a chance to find his target outside. He puts it up in the air. Receiver does his job. They connect for the long score.
They've got it to a 2-possession game, but now going for the onside kick here in the 3rd quarter. Finding an escape route. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. The sweet feet buy a little time. Open space at the 25. He's loose down the left side. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. The penalty wipes out the big play and the touchdown. It is just a punch in the gut for any offense. Wants to go up top. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Yeah, nice job by the defenders. Zone coverage, I read the quarterback's eyes. I can tell exactly where he's throwing the football, break on the football, see the in-breaking route by the receiver, break on it, go get a hand on it, force the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes a catch at the 15. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. To the air on first down. Keeps looking downfield. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
A big third down coming, and hotty toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field and getting the big touchdown.
And they tacked on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the play.
That's a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that right there, probably the biggest play in this game so far. The offense has the lead, and they're just trying to run the football to run this clock out. But the defense able to knock it out, jump on it. Now all of a sudden, this game has a completely different feel.
And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air. It's Mendoza. A shot toward the end zone, and it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Quarterback never saw his guy early enough. He was open right away, but was just late getting him the ball. Receivers jumping up and down saying, yo, I'm here, throw it to me. But by that time, it's
taking it the other way. And finally, out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. The Rebels, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the ground, he's got it again. At the 35, he's got room. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
And the Rebels line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. It's a draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Mendoza. Looking for an open area to his left. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and the hit that time helped force the incompletion.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
Listen, I love when my quarterback gets outside the pocket. I got an opportunity to make a huge play. But when it's not there, now I want him to make the simple play. Throw it away. Don't take the sack. Don't.
And the defense is going to get 2 for the safety.
A lot of things had to happen for this offense to get back in the game. But how about the defense? The defense said, no, sir. We're going to end this one right now. Makes the big play. Gets the safety. Not only do they score points, they get the football back. And the clock is on this side. The defense just ended this football game.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. The give as they work on that clock. Got the first down and more. It's a seam wide open. Running inside the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ole Miss. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it will take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. The deficit is large. Hope is fainting, but they'll try to. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
When I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. And the Hoosiers decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Looking to throw on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
It'll be third and long. Here's the handoff. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the first down. On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. Rush is on him. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Throws toward the end zone. And it's picked off for the 4th time today.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close.
He's going to throw deep right side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to go down as time has run out. That was hardly a performance worthy of a #1 team in the country, and now they have to look themselves in the mirror and see if they can get this thing right.
Yeah, they got hammered. Like, this was not competitive. This was a bad performance. And the committee watches every single week. And being the #1 team in the country, obviously you got some pressure on you, but this squad's got to perform better. They got to show up, man. This was an embarrassing loss. And, Jesse, they're going to have to get some things fixed if they want to go try to compete for the ultimate prize.
I think the problem if you're the head coach of this former #1 team is that you've got a lot of problems to solve.